Okay, so this is Haley Allingham, and this is my timed legal assessment. Um, so I'm going to start by stating the objective of this is that I will be able to use the RICE format to evaluate and determine next steps or what ifs for a parent allegation, which is as follows. From the parent's perspective, 4 weeks ago, you suspended my son Ura for 9 days. His second period teacher said Ura was giving out packets of something called bath salts to 2 other students at his locker outside his second period class. The principal then searched his backpack and locker, although Ura never gave permission. You did not find any drugs in his backpack, but you allegedly found packets of these so-called bath salts in a locker that he shared with 2 other boys, and you suspended Ura. Bath salts are not even a drug. He gave them at a convenience store. He got them at a convenience store down the street. So I believe that the rule of law here that we would be exploring would be the Fourth Amendment, which indicates stipulations about searches and seizures that we use in education and other places. And the case law that's associated with the Fourth Amendment is the Safford case, which was a case of Safford Unified School District against a not little girl, but young woman who was strip searched for ibuprofen without her permission, and the court ruled that was an unreasonable search and seizure, I believe. Let me triple check. Yes. Okay. So going forward with the analysis of this case, I kind of want to break it down little by little because I feel like when I read this case, there's more wonders than actual like data-based statements. And I think that's because we're working from a parent perspective, which is like a post facto thing. But in this case, I would want to explore the referral first and see if there was like video or security evidence or even other student reports of possible drug distribution. And then also, to my ignorance, I don't know what bath salts are, so I'm going to do a quick Google search of that just to confirm, because I did it earlier, but now I'm still confused. Yeah, and it looks like bath salt is a street term for drugs, according to the National Institute of Drug Abuse, and they are a class of lab-made stimulants chemically related to the substances found in the cat plant. So yeah, there is like a substantial amount of research and evidence that this bath salts are drugs, and that are drugs that can be probably readily found in bath salts that you can find at the drugstore. So like I'm still like working through this, and we're keeping going. Given that those facts, there's like a lot of what ifs. So like, what if the referral says that he looks like he was the one distributing packets of bath salts to other students from a shared locker space, and other students' accounts report that like he was the person, right? Just looking at that, we could look into more of the Fourth Amendment to see if unreasonable searches were happening. So I kind of want to go through it. Yeah, so all those factors that I was saying are like going to be probably related to the probable cause. Again, I'm not an attorney, so this is hard for me to talk about. And and in this case, I don't think a search warrant is going to be applicable because it's happening in the moment. It's out of school. So I think we're going into exceptions of this clause, where there could be seizures of items in plain view. So if those bath salts were being held out in plain view, that could be a rationale for search and seizure. Also, emergency situations. I feel like bath salts, if they are taken by children at school, there's a long history, especially in schools I work at, where kids OD or overdose in bathrooms. So I would see that as a possible emergency situation where security would have to intervene immediately without consent for a search. So yeah, I think with this case, there would be exceptions. So I'm already over time, but I'm going to keep going. Where I feel like with the case law that I've looked at and whether this would be a reasonable search or unreasonable search, I think that would be conditional upon what like security footage is and what actually happened, or the narrative or data given from the security officers or administrators from that school. So that would be, there's just lots of what ifs. So I don't really have a great answer. I need more information. But my gut's telling me this probably was a reasonable search of a locker if some kids handing out baggies of unidentified substances to other children at school. So, all right. Thank you for listening. Bye.